And our very special guest, our friend Major Thomas Hinzman here from the Salvation Army. Major Tom, good morning.
Good morning.
It's always great to have you here. Anybody you'd like to say hi to this morning?
Oh, sure. I'd like to say hi to my staff and all of our donors. We're grateful for all the help that we get this time of year especially.
I know you guys meet the needs of so many people all year long, but you're sort of synonymous with Coats for Kids. You guys are handing out so many coats. Is it true that the need is doubled over last year?
It really has. We've, with the families coming in for assistance for Christmas, the need has doubled over last year. And I think a lot of that has to do with the SNAP issues and people being uncertain as to what's going to be available for them.
Yeah. How many coats will you give out this year?
So we're already almost at 2,000 coats.
Wow.
And and throughout this week, we're giving out all the toys and the food for the families. And many are saying, can we get a coat? So, of course, next week we start giving coats out again. And it's just going to be amazing to see how many families we can give coats to.
So when do you give the coats out? Like, how's it work each day?
We start in October and we go through April. And we try to keep about 3,000 coats on hand at any given day. And so as we give the coats out, we go and buy more. So we're doing our fundraiser right now to help us keep buying those coats because the need is great.
Yeah, that's amazing. So today, yesterday you had a full day of giving out coats. Today you'll do that again.
Yeah, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday this week, we're actually giving out toys and food to the families, and then we paused for the coats for today because we're giving all these toys. But we're giving out coats straight through all the way through April again.
So how's it work? What's it look like? Somebody comes, they sign up for a time, a family comes. What happens when they arrive at the Salvation Army?
When they arrive at the Salvation Army, they're greeted by our volunteers and our staff, and then we walk them through the toy shop. We give them a gift card for either for Giant or for Aldi's, and then for food. And then they walk through the toy shop and they pick out children's toys for the age-appropriate gifts. And then we provide them with Hershey bears, teddy bears, and all
so
those
from the teddy bear toss, that's where where the bears go.
That's where many of them go. We got probably about 20,000, and I said, let's make sure we get these out of here because in February we'll get another 20,000.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and
I've always wondered where they go, and now I know.
Agencies like ours. Yes.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So they walk through there. They get some teddy bears. They get the stuffed animals. They get the gift cards.
We give them stocking stuffers. Yeah, we give them a lot of things for their families. And the great thing is we give it to them in a way that they can take it home, wrap it up themselves. The kids don't have to know it's from the Salvation Army. We want this to be gifts from the parents to the children. That's what's important to us, so that the kids still understand that mom and dad love us, and this is from them.
Yeah. You were saying what hard times it is. And I know that you guys meet the needs of a lot of folks who are living on the streets, who are homeless. And there are some homeless people that just refuse to come in. But I know you have one gentleman that is actually volunteering for you, even though he has nowhere to live.
Yeah, he's an amazing gentleman. And he's been helping us out this whole Christmas season. He's, for whatever reasons that he has, he just won't go into a shelter. And every morning I check on him and ask him if he's staying warm. He tells me he's staying warm enough. I'm not sure what that means, but I know how cold it is and how difficult that is. And but until they're ready to receive that kind of help, we can't give that help. But he's faithful. Every morning he shows up at 7:30 in the morning and helps us throughout the day. And then at night he goes back out into the woods and sleeps. So,
bless him. Yeah. It's hard not to be inspired by that. How can our listeners be a part of volunteering with you or donating to the great work that you're doing?
Sure. If they want to volunteer, they can just call us at the Salvation Army Lancaster. Or if they want to donate, they can go onto our website. They can go onto pa.salvationarmy.org, or they can go onto our Facebook page, which is the Salvation Army Lancaster Corps, and they can donate that way.
And what is the phone number in case somebody does want to call to help out?
The phone number is 717-397-7565.
Do you have a need today for volunteers?
For today, we have enough volunteers.
Okay.
But we always have need for volunteers if they just call ahead of time so that we can organize the groups and so that we don't extend ourselves.
Yeah, here's an opportunity for you to volunteer, to help out, to make a donation as well. And you're accepting cash donations, not just coat donations, right?
Right. And if somebody wants to give coat donations, they do have to be brand new coats.
Okay.
We want to make sure we give the children always brand new coats. But we do take cash donations, and WJTL is helping us with that this week.
Which is amazing. We're so thankful that we can also partner with them and that our whole community can come together to meet these needs. Go to the Facebook page, Salvation Army Lancaster Corps, probably the easiest place for you to go to connect with Major Tom and his team. Here's an opportunity for you to pray, to give, to volunteer, and be a part of meeting the needs of people who are really hurting in our area today. Check it out. We'll talk more with Major Tom coming up as well. Our special guest from Salvation Army Lancaster, our good friend Major Tom, is with us. And Tom, I already had very high esteem with you, but now that I know that you played trumpet with the great Phil Driscoll, I'm really impressed. So you got to play with him 2 times?
Twice, yeah. That was back in my prime.
Yeah, but you guys play every Sunday with at church.
In the Salvation Army. I always say our organ is the brass band. And we have about a 17-piece brass band that plays there every Sunday morning, plays the hymns and special music. Yeah, it's incredible.
I love that you still get to play and that you got to play with Phil Driscoll. How awesome is that?
That is great.
Hey, we've been asking our guests about a life verse. Do you have a life verse you could share with us?
Yeah, the one that resonates most with me is Matthew 25:40, because it's where Jesus is saying, when you did it unto the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you've done it unto me. And that's really the key for us, is that we need to remember that when we're doing things for others, we're really doing it unto the Lord. Yeah. And that's why he blesses it so much. And that's why we can say when people come to us looking for assistance, we're going to do the best we can to help you, because we trust that the Lord's going to provide the resources to do that.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. You guys give out food every Friday.
Every Friday.
And I know you've done some special things with Thanksgiving and with Christmas. Tell us a little bit about your food distribution at Salvation Army.
Sure. So every day we have emergency food boxes if somebody were in need of food. But on every Friday, we do a mass food distribution, and we'll pack between 150 and 200 boxes, and we have that prepared for families that come in starting at 9 o'clock in the morning on Fridays, and we give them out until all the boxes are gone. But for Thanksgiving and then just recently for Christmas, we packed special boxes that were geared more for that meal. And we included the big pumpkin pies from Costco, and we bought turkeys for the Thanksgiving meal and all the fixings for the meal. And then for the Christmas one, we provided ham, and we did all the fixings for the ham and for the Christmas meal. And then in addition to that, all these families that are coming in throughout this week, we're giving gift cards for Giant and for Aldi's that we purchased to help these families for Christmas, for their needs for the holiday season. And we've spent nearly $150,000 on gift cards for this week alone, just to give to the families.
And the cost of groceries right now seems to be very high.
Yeah, I was just saying to you, Fred, that when I go to the grocery store, it's a little depressing because you don't get much for what you have. Yeah. And we know if we're struggling like that, can you imagine how much more difficult it must be for other families? And I keep thinking, this. We always say this is the most wonderful time of the year, and it is. But for many, it's very difficult.
It's the most difficult time.
Sure, that's right, because they're thinking about maybe how life used to be for them or how good things used to be, and things have changed. And I find today that many people who've never had to ask for help before have to come and ask for help. And they don't know how to do that because they've never had to do that before. Right. And so we're finding more and more families that come to us that say, we had great jobs and we had, great life, and we're losing it. And there's not much difference between us and those who are on the streets, except for maybe a couple paychecks. And we really have to be careful and make sure that we treat people well and support them.
And everyone knows that you do coats for kids this time of year, but you also do coats for seniors. Speaking of people who aren't used to asking for help.
Yeah, we do coats just about for anybody who needs a coat.
Right.
But the Coats for Kids is the big program. But anytime we do, so we have Adopt a Seniors, and we do a program for them. We have Adopt a Family program. Then we have our Angel Tree program for the children and the food program. And these are just the holiday programs. And so a lot of people only think of the Salvation Army at Christmas time because that's when we're most visible.
Right.
But we do these things all year long.
Yeah.
We really do. That's why we have a good staff and good group of volunteers to help us.
Yeah, and so folks are getting their coats. You have folks who are coming and getting Christmas gifts right now. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we have this incredible toy shop that's set up in our gymnasium, and we keep replenishing the toys. So as the toys are going out the door, I have volunteers like little elves coming back in, and they're just putting all the toys back up on the tables so that they have something to choose from. And the beautiful thing about that is the way that we do the toy shop is so that the parents can bag up the gifts, get them home, and they can wrap them for their children and give it to the children from themselves.
Right.
We don't need any publicity for that. We don't need anything, no thanks or anything. We just want to be there to support the families. There's nothing greater than to know that a child opened up a gift on Christmas morning and makes the parents feel good. I remember one year, one lady said to me, all I had to give my children one year was oatmeal cookies, and I wrapped up each individual oatmeal cookie in the box. And I was devastated. I said, "Why didn't you come to the Salvation Army?" She said, "I didn't know that the Salvation Army does that."
Yeah.
And but then she became one of my best volunteers because once she learned what we did, she couldn't wait to help another family in need.
Love it. And I think everyone knows where you're at, but let everybody know where the Salvation in Lancaster is.
Sure. We're on 131 South Queen Street in downtown Lancaster. And we're there to support the community. Next year is our 135th year in this community.
Amazing. Congratulations.
And we're already thinking about what we're going to do to celebrate that. But we're here to stay, and we're grateful for the Lord and for our volunteers and our supporters who love us enough to help us do more for people in need. And that's what's important.
If our folks want to make a financial donation, or if they want to make a coat donation or a toy donation, they can find out where you're at and what you need at your Facebook page.
Absolutely. Yeah, they can go on our Facebook page. It's the Salvation Army Lancaster Corps. And if you just type in the Salvation Army Lancaster, it'll automatically come up. Or you can call us at 717-397-7565. Or just come down and visit me, and come down to 131 South Queen Street, and I'd love to have a cup of coffee with you.
That's awesome. Major Tom, how long have you been a part of the Salvation Army?
I've been a Salvation Army officer for 38 years.
Amazing.
I was born into the Salvation Army as my family attended there as their church when I was a baby, and just grew up loving it, and have never worked anywhere else but the Salvation Army. Started working at 12 years old at camp, and never stopped. So here I am today.
Wow.
I'm 60 now.
Bless you.
Yes.
I love that you have a life of serving and giving as you are. And we're so thankful to have you here in Lancaster.
Well, thank you, Fred.
Yeah, blessings to you as you serve so many this holiday season. We want to encourage our listeners, be a part of what's happening. Give a call, visit the Facebook page, volunteer. You could donate and be a part of what God is doing through the Salvation Army. Major Tom, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Thanks for being here.
God bless you.